Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode 4 of God of War Ragnarok Vallhalla DLC. And I did end it pretty weirdly last episode. I didn't do anything important at the end for last episode. But it was getting near to that hour thing, and I really didn't want the episode to be cut short during the fight. So I decided to end it. And if you couldn't tell, I decided to keep going,
Yes,
which would
yes, pick something and let's go.
just to let you guys know, I got Soulless Warrior, which is probably why I did the realm shift.
Hello, brother. I'm back.
The good Spartan returns. I brought something else to keep things interesting. You're not the only one with weapons from far-off lands, you know. Ready? Defend yourself. Wrath is formidable, Kratos. Exquisite rage. Clever one, Kratos. Blood for blood. Ruira.
Okay, one on.
Good. I'd expect nothing less. Those who have fallen, carry me.
Look out! Gear's using them to heal.
Why did you do it, Kratos? Why did you pledge yourself to Ares?
I was ambitious. Proud. I could not accept defeat. I crave power.
Not all. Are you sure? Nothing more to that story? Nothing else under the surface?
Right side.
I felt that one. Deftly done, Kratos. Hey, Tom. Defend yourself. Blood for blood. Ruira.
Blood on. Here they come.
I yield, Kratos.
Very well.
I believe you found an understanding within yourself. Shall we see?
Fools. It's not only memories.
Indeed. For what is a memory apart from our perspective on it? You know the evils that came of your path. You know the evils within yourself. Yes, these you dwell on. But it's not that simple, is it?
The Horde is vast, brother. What would have happened if you didn't stop it?
Our lands would have been overrun. Our people killed, violated.
People your army was sworn to protect. An army led by you. Did you not feel a duty to fulfill your purpose? Did you not fear for the safety of your homeland? You saved them.
You would excuse my actions.
Excusing them is not the exercise, Kratos. Only accepting them. Accepting that you acted based on what you knew then, not on what was to come. Your motivation and their consequences are far more complicated than you let yourself believe. I think perhaps you have more to process.
Yes. I have much to think about. I will return.
And I will be waiting.
I think Valhalla has something for you.
Shield Maiden.
Good. Valhalla recognizes your determination. Let it empower you as you evolve. I'd like to tell you a story that I think will help you along your path.
You may speak.
Early in my life, before I was a Valkyrie, I was a healer in a small village. My father trained me in the use of herbs and natural remedies. To him, coming from a long line of herbal healers, that was the only true medicine. But visiting the city, I saw healers who used magic. Only magic, to treat their patients. I'd seen it work. And work wonders. I tried to tell my father, but he said mage healing was against his philosophy. A dangerous shortcut that violated tradition. Being a good daughter, I respected his convictions. But that all changed when he took ill. That's a good place to stop for now. When you're further along on your journey, I'll share the next part of my story. Valhalla is impressed.
Gunnar.
Excellent. Never doubted you'd get there. Back to my story.
Proceed.
So, there I was, Little Miss Brawl Magnet. But if I wasn't starting the fight, I was the first one charging in to join it. Maybe it's something in the Asgard water. But seemed like there was always a fight to be had. I guess I needed the rush. Something to keep me sharp, feeling alive. I was driven without fear or frankly much sense to hold me back. Got myself a bit of a reputation, and that ended up being a problem. This notorious bully I'd humiliated held on to a grudge and tried to track me down. Found out way too easily who I was and where I lived. Set out to teach me a lesson. We'll pick it up there when you progress further.
A chance to bargain with Valhalla itself.
We're all impressed by your progress, General. We've never seen anyone engage Valhalla quite the way you have.
Thank you.
Sigrun, how fare you and your sisters?
With just the three of us to attend to the fallen now, we're short-handed. But we've begun recruiting new shield maidens.
Well, I happen to know of one lass who'd jump at the chance to join your ranks.
You mean Thrud? Sif and Thor's daughter? Believe me, I know. She sought us out before the call even left our lips.
She fights well and can be trusted.
A recommendation from you, General. With that, how could we ignore her? Not that she'd let us.
Since we keep going back in, I take it this process is working for you somehow.
Yes. Succeed or fail. I feel progress. Clarity. I need to see it through.
Very good, brother.
An infamous act.
Shield.
One they still spoke of in the years of rebuilding. I somehow doubted they meant it so literally.
I'll give you this, brother. Your technique has improved immeasurably.
I needed his power to secure my vengeance against the gods. I believed I had no choice.
No choice? You could have not ripped my head off my body. That was absolutely an option.
And he's back.
But that wasn't the worst of it, was it, Kratos? Killing me deprived Greece of the sun. They were plunged into perpetual cold and darkness. Crops ceased to grow. Famine descended on our homeland. Not that you cared.
Enough.
He is bitter, isn't he?
Speaking of bitterness, I don't really like cranberries. I don't like cranberry juice. Like, the original flavor is good,
Kratos,
but then the aftertaste sucks.
your decision to behead Helios, was it fueled by any personal motivations? Or was it really just a means to an end?
It was not personal. I did know him long before I killed him. He was as insufferable as any god. But his death brought me no satisfaction.
Did you know what would happen as a result?
When Helios was captured by the god of dreams, the lands fell into darkness and were not restored until his return. I knew exactly what would happen.
Kratos, I hope you'll forgive me for overhearing. But before you first found your way to me, you were grappling with the symbolism of your former seat of power. May I offer a perspective?
You may.
Before I became God of War, I felt as hesitant as you do. I feared that taking the throne would only validate Odin's power hierarchy, which even then I didn't trust. But I decided I could wield a better influence on the inside than on the outside. There are many ways to lead, and not all of them involve ruling. The throne and the office are only what you bring to them.
Something's lost, but something's gained here.
Tyr, earlier you spoke to me as though I seek to lead, as if I were someone to be followed.
Your self-criticisms, valid and otherwise, seem well reflected here in Valhalla. It's no accident that your mind manifested that throne. It's more than a symbol. It's a challenge to revisit your assumptions. Mimir is right. You have the power, and I think the wisdom, to redefine what it means to you. To assert that power is to prove to yourself that the chair doesn't change you, doesn't make you a new person. Not if you know who you are, and how you serve.
Okay, I severely regret doing that. Yeah, I severely regret doing that. By using that. I severely regret it.
Here's the one Valhalla singled out for you. Incoming! Above you! Left flank! Right face, brother! Right then, time to ascend to the next area if you're ready.
Huh.
Morgan! What good's a shield if you're not going to use it? Oh, plucking a son of Thor out of your memory, of all things.
Although my other one is like significantly better because, you know.
Guess you're not done with me yet, Kratos. And lest we forget, Kratos, lest we neglect to place your deed in full and proper context, I saved your life. Me! And you literally tore off my head for my troubles. Imagine if all your new friends knew how you used to treat your old friends. Of course, you're not the same man, right? Now, you only get your friends killed through lack of foresight. Far easier to blame others that way, am I right?
I know you are a projection of the mind. But for what it is worth, the death I gave you was unjust.
Oh, how touching. Yeah, not actually worth the spittle it took to
Enough
mumble
of
that
this.
A little something to remember me by. I truly hope it brings you unrelenting torment. Chills you just a little when they do that, doesn't it? Feels like judgment.
I need one more to do that.
Ah, getting a choice regarding your fate must be nice.
This is supposed to show off the Minotaur, ain't it?
Tether yourself, man! Race! Oh, you've missed these slippery bastards, haven't you? Wrong weapon, man! Ruthless as ever, Kratos. A Minotaur. Now we'll see who's half a man. He's charging at us. Well, better them than us. Shield strike! Do it! It's in the ground!
Huh?
Look at you. Killed the right foe and everything. Hey, Clay Brain, your target's walking around unkilled. You know that wind creature with the trident? Troglodyte? Watch your left! Oh, not the song attack! We're on fire! That's a nice change of pace! That should be enough slaughter to earn your way up. Incoming dive! Strike with your shield, damn it! How interesting. A dragon bird. I hope it pecks you to death. Mind the tail, you imbecile! Feel it burn! Incoming left side! Don't hurry up and make a decision on my account.
Oh, I'm back again. Still not used to that.
Kratos, you made it back. Good. I have another cherished weapon from my travels to show you. Ready to see? Be ready! Great beer, by the way. Are you ready to win? Show me. The valor to go the distance, I hope. Defend yourself. Tell me, Kratos, truly, how did it feel to plunge your homeland into darkness?
I did not intend the land to suffer, but I was indifferent, consumed only by rage and retribution.
That is not what I asked. How did it feel, in that moment, your soul given over to darkness, bringing a darkness over everything you could see?
It felt true.
Darkness come! Your curse!
Brother, get in the light!
Arms up! Darkness come! Your curse!
Brother, find the light!
Be ready! Darkness come! Your curse!
There, brother, some light!
Defend yourself! Trust your instincts, Kratos. I yield. I yield.
Good then.
I don't think you were indifferent, Kratos. I think you were hurt. deeply hurt. And you handled it unskillfully.
Wait, is that you restoring the sun? You took Helios's chariot and put the sun back in the sky, but sacrificed yourself in the process.
Yes. I fell to my death, and was saved by Helios. But this memory happened before I killed him. My evils were yet to come. What is the point?
That your legacy has always been a complicated one. That goodness is not a destination we arrive at, but a practice. Misfortune may drive anyone to darkness. We resist it only through wisdom and vigilance. You are not so unskillful now as you were then. Better voices in your head, you might call it. I think that's enough for now. You have much to contemplate.
Yes.
Back to the beach then.
You should be proud of your progress, Kratos. See you soon.
It seems like you're making progress, whatever you're doing in there.
Perhaps.
Listen, I know I made you feel like we expected more of you than you could give. And I just want you to know, I'm not asking you to change how you are or who you are. We had to break the old world to build a new one. Picking up the pieces and putting them together stronger. It's a rare opportunity. You made a difference here. In some circles, a symbol of change. On many days, just knowing that you're a part of the Council is enough.
And other days?
You've earned a voice. How you use it is up to you.
Sigrun, inside we encountered a son of Thor.
It wouldn't really be him in there, I can assure you. You have a memory of a past fight, and I'm sure Valhalla takes advantage.
But why him?
I don't think that's for me to say.
Well, something for us to ponder in between melees.
You are proving yourself to Valhalla.
Fresh rewards with a side of new opportunities.
Shield Maiden.
A gift. You are finding strength and flexibility. I'll tell you more of my story now, if you care to hear it.
Continue.
If you remember, my father had fallen ill. It was bad. An illness unknown to us. I offered to fetch the mage healer from the city, but my father refused. He insisted herbs were the only way to help him. You can guess what happened next. He was gone before the spring. I was devastated. In time, I grew to hate my father's philosophy, and dedicated myself to healing through magic. It was a blind rejection of an entire field, because I believed it failed my father, because I blamed his death on his faith. The truth is, I traded one limiting perspective for another, but I wasn't ready to see that yet. That's a good place to stop for now.
We're back here, and yet you're further along.
Shield Maiden.
Use this. Celebrate each accomplishment. Ready for more story?
Go ahead.
So, the bully with a grudge. He comes to the inn in the dead of night, chucks a bottle of fire through the window, sets the whole place ablaze. The coward thought I was inside in bed, but luckily I was just getting home. I saw the flames shoot up and surround where my father was sleeping. Well, this wasn't gonna be the day I started hesitating. I charged into the fire and dragged him out. Not unscathed exactly, either of us, but alive. And if I was too angry and fearless for my own good before, now, well, I charged right into that bastard's lair, me against his whole gang. Honestly, I had no business coming out of that alive. As it turned out, I came out of there with a job. But we'll get to that next time.
No shame in making things a wee bit easier if you can.
I'm not gonna do this right now. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow before we conclude episode 5 because it's getting pretty late. I have stuff to do tomorrow, so it's probably better that you go to sleep now and then work on it tomorrow. Well, sorry for the lack of commentary this episode. I was kind of tired, and it was dark in my room, and I don't really talk that much during the dark. Either way, if you enjoyed this episode, I'm happy for you. And without further ado, I hope you had a wonderful day. Bye-bye.